President Vladimir Putin's demands for ending the war in Ukraine include a written pledge from Western powers to halt NATO expansion eastward and to lift a portion of the sanctions on Russia, according to 3 Russian sources familiar with the negotiations. Reuters has reported that following a 2-hour conversation with U.S. President Donald Trump last week, Putin agreed to work on a memorandum with Ukraine outlining the framework for peace and ceasefire timing. Russia is currently drafting its version. However, Ukraine and European governments accuse Moscow of stalling while Russian forces gain ground. The sources say Putin's conditions include a ban on NATO membership for Ukraine, Georgia, Moldova, and other former Soviet republics, Ukrainian neutrality, partial sanctions relief, resolution of frozen Russian assets, and protections for Russian speakers in Ukraine. One source warned that if Putin can't achieve peace on his terms, he'll aim for more military victories. Another added that Putin has toughened his stance, particularly on securing full control of 4 Ukrainian regions Russia claims. Russia currently occupies nearly 1/5 of Ukraine. Despite rising costs and casualties, the Kremlin believes it can sustain the war for years. Trump, frustrated with Putin, recently said the Russian leader was playing with fire and hinted at more sanctions if peace talks stall. Ukraine insists that Russia must not have veto power over its NATO ambitions. NATO says it will not change its open-door policy due to Moscow's demands. Putin has repeatedly stated that any peace must address the conflict's root causes, which, according to Moscow, include NATO's expansion. Russia wants assurances in writing, citing verbal promises made in the 1990s.